If you've been feeling out of the loop, sit on down and catch the scoop on this episode of Desura's Weekly Release Highlights. From the weird to the classic, we've got all that gaming magic, so stay right there while we enlighten you as to everything you should know in this week's video game releases. What sounds initially like a game that features a squad of religious do-gooders is in fact an acronym for Army Men. Hot off the foundry and straight into the battlefield comes Bloober Team's take on platform puzzle action in Amen. At its core, the concept is simple. Players take control of numerous characters, each imbued with unique abilities and talents, and must navigate increasingly more difficult levels by appropriately applying the proper pick of powers. Avoid getting tagged, fragged, and otherwise slagged in the process to complete the mission. If you're ready to start and not faint of heart, Bloober Team has released Amen this week for $9.99 on the Windows platform. With the recent boom in MOBAs and competitive online gaming, it's about time that turn-based arena combat was given a go. Enter Cliffhanger Productions' AERENA Clash of Champions, a game which seeks to fill the niche with fast-pitched and furious fights strewn across a square grid. Choose your team from an assemblage of 40 champions, each with their own punk-packed perception of pandemonium. Featuring a number of PvP game modes and a solo training grid for you to hone your murderous mayhem, AERENA is an ambitious game which seeks to change the definition of turn-based arena PvP forever. Those with an interest in the early access version of AERENA can strap in now for $7.99 on the Mac and PC operating systems. However, it is important to note that Steam is required in order for this product to function. Point-and-click pastimes have become a staple of gaming for as long as I can remember, and although my memory is indeed short, much of the time they've occupied my game space on numerous occasions. One such game interested in your perusal is Head Up Games' The Inner World, a hand-drawn hoedown which takes place after wind is broken. Literally, the world of Vesposia is missing some wind, and it's up to you to figure out what's clogging the pipes. Exhibiting gobs of the odd and even allowing you to craft a slingshot out of a drunken worm, The Inner World gets down in a pleasantly weird and wacky way. So if it's been a while since you've partaken in such style, feel just a smidge more schnazzy by grabbing the game for $14.99 on the Windows operating system. If you've ever pondered what it might be like to battle butt-ass naked on the back of an eye laser blasting dragon before beheading hordes of freakish foes while still mostly in the nude, Age of Barbarian might be the game that fetches your fancy. Where some might see a sophisticated commentary on the social implications of postmodern thought, the reality of the situation is that Age of Barbarian is a game primed with baddies to puncture, penetrate, and desecrate across jungle, swamps, and dinosaur-infested plains. That being said, I've got one question remaining for you. Have you ever hacked the head off of a 12-foot-tall dinosaur with a claymore whilst humming the theme song to Indiana Jones and the Buff? No, I didn't think so. Well, now you've got the perfect opportunity. Age of Barbarian is available this week for $13.99 on the PC. Much like a questionable enchilada I spied a few days ago, Song of Myrne leaves me wondering what lies beneath. On its surface, a pleasantly pixelated projection of retro gaming, those digging a bit deeper will find a top-down action RPG which puts players on the path to violent, spell-ridden revenge. Characters in Song of Myrne are fully customizable, and as you level, you'll gain access to new abilities which, much like my new booty shorts, can be tailored to order. Face down mobs of monsters, scads of skeletons, and battalions of bats, or more simply, battalions on your way down to the dungeon depths. Available now for $2.49, gamers can manhandle Song of Myrne, what lies beneath, across the Linux, Windows, and Mac operating systems. Enter a mad bad world where paradise is the goal and everything else is on the shoals. A gray-faced man-god aptly named Greyface has left the premises, and in his absence, a crop of crazy cultists have banded together in the advancement of two-faced goals. Work your way through the outright madness of the Ossuary, a place where the facade is all that's apparent and where the truth is buried beneath bones. Future-Proof Games has made Ossuary available this week for $4.99, and Ossuary is compatible with the PC and Mac operating systems. A unique title which aims to do something different, Pathogen Wars releases this week to the Desura service and seeks to help players visualize the biological battle taking place in a vascular space. Giving gamers control of a white blood cell, the goal of the game is to engage in a microbial melee with the foreign bodies seeking to put your host down for the count. Viruses and bacteria won't be the only thing for you to worry about. You'll also seek to stop microbial mushrooms from sneaking through your defenses under the guise of being a fungi. Bad jokes aside, Pathogen Wars is available now for the Windows and Mac operating systems for $1.99, and all of the proceeds are being donated to a foundation seeking to cure an autoimmune disorder in children. Done like dinner and ever-growing thinner, my list has thusly concluded. If you found yourself in a furious rage of video game lust and just haven't had enough, jump onto our website to get the latest and greatest in video gaming news. Like the video? Want to see more? Well, like and subscribe and you'll be joining the exclusive list of individuals who know what's going down in Game Dev Town. From all of us here at Desura, thanks for joining us in this week's episode of Desura's Weekly Release Highlights. Take care out there, everybody, and we will see you next time.